Hello, hello, welcome back to ERS Racing League. I apologize for the tiny wait at the start of this session. We had a few issues with getting people to join in, but we have a full lobby right here. That's not something we see often. Today we are driving on Silverstone, UK Grand Prix, and it is a well-known track. Perhaps one of the oldest, one with a lot of history. And it is definitely a hard track to master. So we have 20 people on track right now. That is quite a lot. Well, not on track right now, but in the lobby. So the race is going to be eventful. The race is going to be fun. I hope to see a lot of battles. But the Silverstone is known to be quite a hard track, especially when it is colder, maybe even raining. And what I can see right now, it is pretty cloudy, which could mean that there will be some rain. We have a few people already on their timed laps. So yeah, that is because we had to wait a tiny bit, but I hope it's not too bad. Oh, Jared was the first one to exit the pits and set a lap of 130.6. I hope that holds up pretty well. We have Lumbergumber right now also flying past. Don't go ahead. We have Markov 127. Next up will be Zongo to set a time. Let's have a good look. These corners are all pretty tricky with some really hard braking zones. There we go. Zongo 127 as well. Jigsy 127. What will Lumbergumber set? Oh, Lumbergumber also 127. So far we have a pretty tight list for most. Let's see who is the next one to go. Oh, that lap got invalidated. We have landed. I don't know how Lend is. I'm gonna call him Lend. I think that is a good way. Name him Char as well. 128. We have a lot in the 127s. That's a great thing to see. That means we have a field which are pretty good to fight against with. We have Jelmer and PAI, both the first to set 126. I didn't really see who came in. I think they both came around the same time. Alright, Atfir, show me what you got. Show me what you got in that beautiful red Ferrari. A great 127. We have a lot in the 127s. That is great. But we had our first purple sector for Danchov. Daxi with the fastest lap so far, 126.2. Shows that there is a lot more places to gain a lot of time for the rest of the field. I hope the audio quality is good and also the streaming quality. I had some slight internet issues a bit before, but I think they should be fixed now. At least that's what I'm hoping for. People nicely getting out of their way, but we might have some trouble here. Unless the Aston Martin, I think, in front makes place. Yes, this is good. What will it be? A 127.3. P5 so far for Danchov. We have Reigns as well. About to finish their lap. Going through the last corner. What will it be? What will it be? A 128.2. P12 so far. But yeah, totally not biased. I am rooting for Jared. He is my co-commentator on the Tuesday. I really wish he can, or I hope that he will end up in the points. So far, his first race, 2 races, I'd say, were pretty unlucky. Last race, he went pretty well. We have a car off track right there, a Red Bull, but it's going all well. Yeah, he had a few unlucky races the first time. The last race from last week, the third one, went pretty okay. But so far he is yet to end up in the points. So I'm really rooting for him to end up in the points. The camera, by the way, is lovely through the section. Way better than the helicopter camera we had from Brazil last week. Or last Tuesday, I'd say. See, we have a few people setting their lap. Maddie is the first of the people that haven't set a time. Let's go on board with him. is flying. Alright, last corner. Here we go. It isn't the best lap time, but it is good enough. A 128.7 for P15. It still leaves room to battle if he is stuck with this. Anyways, Wakey coming up next. Ooh, going off track. The lap still counts, but yeah, that ain't it. It's going into the pits. And out of the people that still have to get set a lap, we have Danny right now, 1 second behind. That won't be it. A lot of people on their out laps. Lend, let's see what he will be able to do. I doubt this will be it. Yeah, this won't be it as well. He is 100% battery. This is getting ready for a good battle, warming his tires. Zongo, 127. Bill, come on. Come on, show us what you got. I see that battery going down. Show us what you got, Zongo. Maddie, going lawnmower mode, destroying a few things. Sometimes those thoughts in your head, the voices get too loud and they just tell you, do it. Destroy the sign. Yeah, I am interested to see what will happen. We have Jared right now already depleted his battery and he is already on the 120. That isn't looking good. Come on. Beat your time. Do it. Do it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call improvement. 4/10 faster than his lap just now. We have Zongo 2/10 ahead already of his current time. The fastest second sector. But he's almost through his battery. He is really pushing himself right now. Zongo is known to be one of the faster people on the track, but he was complaining that it's Silverstone. So, even he is struggling with this track. 127.4, 9th place. PAI behind. Let's see, Jelmer. Is he able to beat his time? Solidify his position to start in the first 3. Have a good shot at podium. Let's see. He beat his time, but not enough to really gain a position. Harold right now also great start already, 3/10 at the very, very start. His battery is already 37%. What did he do? Diggsy going slightly off track. Oh well. Let's look at this car driven by Char flying across the track. With the fast chicane, the fast wee woo. With another wee and another woo. I always fly out through these corners when I'm racing myself. Fastest second sector. That is looking good for Char. Let's see if he can keep hold of this pace. And maybe win some positions. End up with the starting grid, but I hope within the top 10. Ooh, that was a rough corner. I think he lost it all right now. Yes, he did. Oh. He won a 10th, but still, that is a bummer. We have Wake ran on the outlap, Jordy on the outlap, and we have Womax who has started to set his time. One of the last 4 to set a time. Let's go on board and hope he will be able to set a good time. I'm really rooting for him. have Jordy and Wake right now, who has both started their lap. We have Jordy already a bit ahead, and Wake, he just now going through the first few corners. Womax right now finishing the second sector, also purple sector. So he has quite the pace. But will it be enough? I think it'll get close. It'll be really close to see if he is able to set a proper time. Come on. A 127.5. E12. Alright, next up. Jordy. Who is right now finishing a second sector. His battery is draining quick, but will he be able to keep this going? Keep the flow going? Through the last 3 corners we go. And what will it be? A 128.5. Right, next up, Wakey. Going through the last 3 corners as well. Won't be one of the faster times, but will it be enough to beat Jarrett? It will be, but pretty close. Pretty close. So right now we have Jared once again on his outlap. DJ Panda, the lobby host for today, also trying to get heated in those tires before he's able to set his timed lap. We have about 3 minutes to go. We have a lot of people in the pits, a few people going out. Don't see any timed laps that are actually being sent for. I think this will be it for right now. So right now we have Dax Naxi, P1, Danny, P2, and Jelmer, P3. Now we have PAE and Adfear to finish up the top 5. Lumbergumber, who was really fast in Tier 3, is now on P7, starting his outlap, however. So I hope he's able to set a good time. I'm really expecting a lot from him because he is the person always ahead. Sometimes fighting with a few other fast people, but we shall see. He's starting his time lap right now. Come on, let's see that first sector. 10th faster. What will it be? It's looking pretty good so far. We have a lot of people right now doing their time lap. We're on board with Lumbergumber, who is right now in P7. Will he be able to solidify his position in the top 5? Who knows? But after this, he won't be able to set another lap. Because we right now have 1 more minute to go. Fastest second sector, 2/10 faster than he was just now. That's looking good. Nice for that stake to give way. I think that was DJ Panda. Might be Zongo. That is what we love to see. People acknowledging the other drivers, giving each other space. And that is Lumbergumber on P4. What a time. Harold starting his lap. We have Markov also just starting his lap. Lumbergumber, who's just finished it. Jalmer, I think, just is now going for a time. Danny passes first sector. That's looking good. Zonger now 3/10 ahead. I saw someone spin out right behind him. I hope he is okay. He is flying. Alright, 3 more minutes to set your lap for the people that are driving right now. The people that aren't driving, that will be their time. see. Ooh, Jared, this won't be it. 1 second behind. It will be Jared on 20th place. DJ Panda, that won't be it either. Let me have a look. Ooh, Landy. I still don't know what to call you. I'm just gonna call you Lend. Looking pretty good. Bit faster. Not really enough to gain any major positions. But as we can see, we have a lot of the field in the 27 seconds. Also a few in the 26s. And a new one to join in at that. PIE, what will he be able to do? Woo! 4th place. Lumbergummer now back at P7. So that, I think, is everyone. We're now waiting for Jared, who is just entering the pits, and that will be it for the current qualifying. We have Taxi, P1, Danny, P2, Jelmer, P3, PIE, and Harold, P4 and 5. Danchov, Lumbergummer, Zongo, Markov, and Edfear closing the rest of the top 10. Then we have Jigsy, Woomox, Reigns, Landy, Char, Jordy, Maddie, DJ Panda, Wakey, and then Jared to finish off the field. Let's wait for everybody to, there we go. That is the lobby. That is the grid for today. Hope to see some good racing. I hope we won't see much rain. But, I mean, seeing some rain means that there will be a lot of chaos. And I like chaos. It's fun to commentate on and see all the chaos unfold. So we have Daxi, the only one within the 125s. Then we have the 126s still P9, and starting from P10 we have 27s, 28s, and 29s. Let's wait for lobby to end, and then we're gonna load into the race. This will be a 50% race, and that will take about, I'd say, an hour. If you want to participate in these races, if you want to... Oh my god, that is a lot of rain. That is not what we were hoping for. No! Anyways, if you want to participate in these races, you can always do that. You can join our Discord, which you can find down in the description or on our website. There you can participate, join the daily races, maybe join even the tiered races as well, which... will be broadcasted sometimes as well. Right now, me and Jared broadcasted on the Tuesday. We have Olivia Necron broadcasting on the Wednesday. Me on the Friday once again. And then we have Druux, who will be commentating on the Sunday from now on. Yeah, there will be a lot of complaining about the rain. I mean, I think it's good that we have a driver called Reigns. He might have jinxed it, however. I think we're going to have to look at him to blame it. Formation lap is about to start. It will be fun. Hopefully we won't see any spins or people going wide at the start of the formation lap. That will be something, but anything can happen during the rain. Way too slippery. I think my computer will also dislike loading in all the particles of the water that is being splashed up by the vehicles. Oh, we already have some sliding going on. Jigsy playing with water. But look at that sliding. I think this formation lap could take some time. Yeah, Jared, I think it might have been smart to practice a little on this track because it is slippery. Really slippery. Look at Jigsy just sliding about. Going wide, a bit too wide. Oh well, luckily we have a runoff to help the drivers that are sliding out a bit. Also, look at the gap that is, I guess, between the first few front runners and then the rest of the pack. But we have someone behind Jared. Who is that? It is Wumux, all the way in the back. What is he doing? Did he slide out? Did he spin out? Anyways, we have our first few people lining up on the grid. As we can see right there, the full wets are out. I think that is smart as well, instead of the intermediates, which I see on Jelmer. Let me see. Most of the people here are indeed on full wets. Have a better look. It is just Jelmer on the intermediates. That is going to be rough. And don't be worried if you see everybody getting disqualified. That's just for them not positioning it right. They will be set right before the race starts. Let's have a look. Let's go on board with our P4 PIE. Any second now. And it's lights out and away we go. There we go. That is our race start. I hope everything will go right. We won't see a lot of carnage due to this extremely slippery circumstances. Going through the first corner, we have nobody. We have few people going wide. I don't think we have anyone outside of the race. We have someone who has spun. I think it's Wumax, who is right now in the back of the pack. We have a lot of people slip and sliding. You see a McLaren going wide. Maddie, already a 10-second penalty for flying off. That is a Ferrari right now with a 10-second penalty. We have so many cars still so close to each other, but so far no major crashes or spins what I have seen. Everybody is still pretty close to each other. We have a few spot changes at the front. We have Daxi and Jelmer right now side by side. We have Zongo and PIE also side by side. Going to the second or third straight. I'm just going to call it the third straight. Yeah, the race strategy is just wet on wet. It is going to be a slip and slide for the entire race. Reigns right now losing a position to DJ Panda. I thought your name would help you a bit here, Reigns, but it doesn't seem so. Let's see if PIE is able to overtake Zongo. He is getting close, but it doesn't seem like he's able to do it. We have Adfair right now also looking to overtake Lumbergumber in front of him right now. Doesn't seem like he's able to do so, but he is still showing himself in those side mirrors. Putting pressure on Lumbergumber right in front of him. We have Jigsy and Jared fighting for positions. Jigsy cutting real close in front of Jared, but Jigsy keeps the position. Jigsy right now P17. The first times will be set, and so far no major damage for what I can see. Markov overtaken. Adfair. No, Adfair keeps it. Sticking around the inside of the corner. Right now we have the field spreading out a tiny bit. We have Wimix going around the outside of Jared. And he keeps the position. No, Jared just stays there. Almost losing control of the car, but now Wumax has overtaken Jared. We have also DJ Panda and Reigns still battling it out for that position. We see the first gap start to appear. We have Harold and Lumbergumber a second behind the people in front of him. For the rest, we mostly have everybody within a second, which basically means within attacking range if things go well. We have Maddie already DNFing. That is interesting to see. He will be our first DNF for the race. I hate to say, but I assume we will get more. We have Jixie and Jordy right now fighting for that position side by side, making slight contact, but it seems like it is going the way of Jordy. We also have PIE right now getting awfully close to Zongo right in front of him. He is bombing it for the inside. He doesn't do it. Within these circumstances, it's just go for it or just ride the slide, I guess. Jigsy and Jordy still fighting it out. Jordy right now losing the position and Jigsy ahead. Delmer, P1 right now, setting the fastest lap. I think that lap time will go down as the track is drying up due to the heat of the tires. But still, it is pouring down. Oh, Womack's right now overtaking Jordy. Jordy is struggling a bit in these circumstances. Also have Markov right now, right behind Adfair, who is right in front of him, touching him a slight bit, but they are still both going. I don't see any damage through that front wing of Markov. Staying extremely close, but he has Lend right behind him as well. We basically have a three-way battle for P9. And Lend is just basically looking to get into the points. That is important. We can see the car sliding in front of him. Markov right now side by side with Adfair, but Adfair stays ahead. But we'll be able to keep it like that. We have Markov with a lot more overspeed. Adfair doing great defending, closing the racing line. Both are sliding through the corner because it's such a fast-paced corner. Through the wee-woos we go. This is interesting. Markov is losing slight time, I'd say, to Adfair, but we have Landy also just trying to stick close. Landy probably messed up his exit since he is losing a lot of time, but we have Markov going for the overtake on Adfair. Adfair sticking around the outside. Markov sticking around the inside. Now both side by side. I think Markov has it. He has a lot more speed, but right now we will have the inside, I guess, for Adfair, but he decided to slot in behind Markov. That is a great overtake. Coming from afar and still making it work. But right now he has to worry about Adfair coming from behind because it's right now the straight. And Markov has Lamborghini right in front of him. So far it is looking good. We have the biggest gap we have right now is Jared from Pre-19, 4 seconds behind Jordy. Probably spun out a bit while I was looking at the action in front. We have Danny as well, looking to overtake Daxi. The front is looking pretty close. Jigsy, a 3-second penalty. That will cause him, if things end up like this, to be P18. Danny's sticking close. You can see that the way they are sliding through the corners to optimize the time gain and also, of course, try and keep control of the car, because one slight misjudge of speed, one might misjudge of the braking or the gas will cause you to slide off this track. You really have to be on top of your game to keep your car on track, and even to imagine battling in these conditions, it's extremely hard. We have Jigsy right now winning position on Reigns, who I think spun out by the gap that has already appeared. We have Rumex right now looking to overtake Reigns. It seems like he's going to do. We already have a car. Jigsy, who is just losing so much time. I don't know what happened there. BAE retiring. I think that might have been a crash. We have a lot of battles going on with... Oh, we have Jigsy into the wall. That seems like front wing damage, and he is out. We already have 3 DNFs for this race. Oh, the car is going on the track. The AI is taking over. Alright, right now we have 17 drivers on the track right now. Rain still looking to overtake Womax. We have Landy looking to overtake Adfair. And we have Danny looking to overtake Daxi. So far, the closest overtake seems to be Lenzi, I don't know, looking to overtake Adfair in the bright red Ferrari, who is going a bit white. Lenzi has a way better exit and entry. Just stick real close. These extremely smooth lights going around the inside, it seems. Will he be able to keep it? It doesn't seem so. Adfair has the better exit and still stays ahead. I think Danny is going for it. We have our 3rd straight or 4th straight, depends on how you see it. They're flying past, you can already see that the track is drying up a tiny bit, but it's still extremely slippery. Both basically just sliding through the corner. Getting real close. seems like it's going to be this way, but right now we have our finish rate coming up. Jelmer beating his time right now. We are right now in the 139s when it comes to time. Danny is sticking extremely close. Basically sniffing those exhaust fumes from Daxi, who is right in front of him. We also have Zongo trying to slot in right behind, watching the battle unfold, because Daxi really has to drive defensively to keep Danny, who is really just sticking extremely close, showing he has a lot more speed through multiple sections. Try and keep him behind him. As you can see, basically, Daxi just driving defensively, going a bit wide, but not too wide, to close off the racing line. Don't really show that there is a lot of space for him to overtake. Danny still sticking behind. We have also Markov right now, still behind Lumbergumber. Lindsay still looking to overtake Adveer. It's interesting so far. So far, we've only had 6 laps of this 26 lap race. We already have 3 DNFs and a lot of overtakes, a lot of action. Ooh, cutting a bit across. I think this will lose him a tiny bit of time. It does seem so. Danchov, 3-second penalty, track limits. He's the only one on track right now with track limits, but he is safe because Harold is over 3 seconds behind him. Danny still sticking extremely close to Daxi. We're going to take a sip. And we're back. Danchov going into the pits. What will he go for? Maybe new tires? Maybe he had a bit of damage. Could be the case. He is losing a lot of positions because of it, but he will win it back afterwards as other people go for the pit stop as well. So far, he is the only one that has pitted. Ooh, Zongo having a bit of wheel spin exiting that corner, but he keeps it on track. Markov getting extremely close. Will he have a better exit? You can see them both weaving, both trying to fight, keeping their car on the track. Getting closer. Lumbergumber driving extremely defensive, closing off that corner. Who will have the better exit? Ooh, Markov sliding out and going a bit to the outside, going for the switchback, almost losing traction. But Lumbergumber keeps it. Danny still looking to overtake Daxi, sticking extremely close, and Jalmer just saying thank you to all the battling behind me. He is right now almost 6 seconds ahead. Let's go on board with my co-commentator. How is he doing? A bit in no man's land, just driving past the track. You can clearly see that the track is slowly drying up where the cars are driving. Daxi going into the pits, Zongo going into pits. Jalmer setting another fastest lap, crossing off another second. The 138s we are in right now. You can see how smooth, how carefully Jared is taking these corners. This is an extremely tricky track. Alright, let's see. We have a lot of position changes. I want to go on board with Markov, who is still behind Lumbergumber. This battle is still going on from the very start till now, 8 laps in. I wonder who will end up on top because it's pretty close so far. We have great driving from Markov, trying to find opportunities, trying to stick close, trying to find more speed to overtake Lumbergumber. And we have Lumbergumber, who is showing great defense. We saw Markov, I think, slightly cooling his tires, going a bit off the racing line. Because what will happen as the track is becoming drier and drier where the cars go, we will have a lot more heat being trapped in those tires, which basically means the tire degradation is going way faster. So if you go a bit off track, like Markov is giving us a great example from, that was a big mistake, losing a lot of time. But anyways, that means your tires will stay healthier, which will mean you will have more speed in the long run. Hello, Jagsy. I got spun turn 3, then got a legal overtake. Yeah, I saw it happen. That sucks. That sucks. But I hope you enjoy the chaos that happens. But yeah, that is part of racing. That is part of the experience here at the ERS Racing League. Things can go right, but things can go wrong. Gummer going into pits right now. DJ Panda as well. Well, I was kind of watching to maybe see some action, but it is just some tactical games that we have going on. People pitting at different times. We can look at the tires. You can see who has the older tires and who has the newer tires. Jalmer still going strong, 23 seconds ahead. He can basically almost have a free pit stop by the time that he is ahead in P1. We can see a lot of people going for the inters because the track is drying up. The track is heating up. You might need some tires that will last you longer in these conditions. The intermediate tire is great for when the track is dry and a bit wet as well, which really is good for these moments where the track is already dry. You can clearly see that, but it's still raining, which means it's still too slippery for slicks. Let's see, Danny right now behind Zongo. Closing in quite fast. Having way smoother lines. This is insane to look at. Jalmer, 138. We have Danny going off track, which will cause him to lose a lot more time. And you can clearly see Zongo driving all the way on the left, trying to cool his tires. We have Danny and Danchov side by side. Danny around the inside. Or outside, I meant. Oh, we have Danchov now going around the inside, and I think Danny has it. That was a very interesting overtake to see happen. Char, no, a 10-second penalty because he was speeding in the pits. That is not what you like to see. That sucks. But yeah, that is part of this league as well. We have a lot of people always gaining penalties, 10-second penalties for speeding in the pit lane because they were entering it just a bit too quick. Penalty is what you get by getting track limits. You can get over that. You can win some time here and there. But that 10-second penalty is an absolute hit in the face. Alright, Danny right now, fastest first sector. The track is becoming faster as it is drying up a bit more. But it's coming to a point where Jalmer, our race leader, has to what he is doing because he is 27 seconds ahead, but he is on the inters, which I think he started with. Indeed, 9-lap old inters, which is ideal for right now, but you know, it might be a bit too hot. They might be a bit dead right now. Then he's still trying to hang on to Zongo after making that mistake. But Zongo will have to pit, I think. No, he's on inters as well. Reigns getting close to DJ Panda. These two have been battling before. It seems that Reigns has a bit more speed, getting extremely close. Through the wee woos we go. Zongo setting the fastest lap right now. Ooh, Reigns going a bit wide, which will cause him to lose a bit more time as well. That is not what you like to see. Ooh, he has great entry in those corners. Will he be able to get a good exit as well? Doesn't really seem like so. We have Markov and Adfair battling it out. Adfair taking the position so far. This will be the battle for points. Let's keep it interesting because we only have Danchov with, I think, was a 3-second penalty. Was 8 seconds ahead of Harold, so that won't mean much. So they really have to fight, fight for points. But see if Markov is able to do it. We have a huge gap between DJ Panda and Markov. But I think these people Everybody has had a stop. Never mind then. Oh, Danchov with another 3-second penalty, which will put him on a 6-second penalty. He is still safe, but he is cutting it close. If he keeps doing like this, he will probably lose another position. Ooh, we have Markov getting extremely close to the back of Adfair. The back of the bright red Ferrari. While he is driving in the lesser known, I'd say, noticeable Alpine. Getting way, way, way too close to the back of Adfair. Will he be able to do it with the straight? You can see Adfair cooling his tires, but also closing off the line that you can use to overtake. Zongo and Danny fighting it out. Danny sticking around the inside. Zongo losing the position, but will he be able to fight back for it? We will see, we will see. I absolutely adore this camera angle right here. It is so good. Zongo not willing to let go. But it doesn't seem like he is able to gain any time, honestly. He's about sticking the same speed. Losing it or winning a bit here. Winning a bit there. But losing some as well. I think this is it for Zongo unless a miracle is happening. You can clearly see the weaving going off the racing line, cooling their tires, but also showing a bit more defensive line. Lenzi, 3-second penalty, which will cause him to fall behind Lumbergumber if it stays like this. So far, this field is spreading out a ton. And we have Char right now, who is way behind. What happened there? Did he pit again? Did I miss that? Yeah, he pitted again. Got a bit wide. It seems like he is struggling quite a bit. Oh, Reigns right now getting extremely close to the back of Womax. Looking for an opportunity to overtake, show himself in the mirror. But these corners are extremely hard to overtake on. Going through the final corner. Let's see if we have any action going on the straight. No, it happens before the straight. Reigns having a lot of wheel spin, almost losing control of the car, but he stays on the track. He lost a lot of time by jumping that curb. He is lucky that he hasn't gotten a track limits warning. Now he has to fight his way all the way back. 1.6 seconds to gain. We have Jalmer, our current race leader, in the pits. But I think he basically has a free pit stop because we have Daxi not even close. Let's see. Going through the final 3 corners, but Jalmer is already driving. Don't think this will get close, but is looking to be way closer than I imagined. Jalmer right now rejoining with within another car. I do not know who it is, but that if there was collision there, that would have been disastrous. But Daxi almost within attacking range, who is also actually faster, I think, than Jalmer was before. But Jalmer is on fresher tires. He will probably gain a lot of time. Wilmax still looking to overtake DJ Panda. This battle has been going on for a while, but Reigns has lost over a second through the last lap. We can see clearly cooling those tires because they are heating up quite a bit. But the rain is not stopping. You can see the field is actually quite spread out. Extremely spread out. We have 10 seconds here, we have 20 seconds there, we have almost 30 seconds here. And a lot are between 5 and 7 seconds, I'd say. Or the 3 and 7 seconds. was looking extremely close for Womax. But it seems that DJ Panda is staying ahead. Danchov with another 3-second penalty. How much is that right now? Yeah, that is a 9-second penalty, which will cause him to lose the position to Harold. That isn't looking good. He'll have to really push himself to the limit without actually getting track limits to stay ahead and keep his position. He is right now in the pits. He might have received a bit of damage, or he is just going for fresher tires to see if he is able to stay ahead of, I think it was Harold. Because we are just over halfway done with the race. Ooh, we have Womax getting extremely close to the back of DJ Panda, basically cutting off or slowing down at the apex of the corner, causing Womax to really focus on the braking, which means that he will have a worse exit often if you close off that racing line. So he won't be able to carry as much speed through the corner. So far, I am impressed by the drivers we have today. By the driving we are seeing today. We only have 3 DNFs, of which one was by accident. We saw another crash. And, yeah, Jigsy getting an illegal overtake message, which was a rough one. He decided to retreat from the race. But so far, that's what we have. Jalmer, 136.1. Char, 10-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane as well. Oy, 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 that sucks. He already was 20 seconds behind. Now he has a 10-second penalty, and he is also in the pits. Lumbergumber, 3-second penalty for P7. He is safe from Adfair, but he is closing in as well from what I can see. Lumbergumber, show your prowess that you are showing us in Tier 3. Show us that you can stay ahead and maybe even aim for a podium. Talking about podium, we have Zongo right now. 6/10 behind Danny. This could be the battle for podium, but you can see that Zongo is pushing himself to the limits, sliding out. Same for Danny. Actively cooling his tire. Char leaving the session. He thought this wasn't it. This wasn't the race for him. Bongo getting closer. I think Danny messed up his exit. Getting 2/10, but also losing it through this corner. But he's sticking close. He's sticking within attack range. What will it be? What will it be? We will have our finish straight coming up. Will this be the moment where Zongo overtakes Danny and takes P3? Doesn't seem so. But he is sticking extremely close. I think he messed up the braking point a tiny bit because he is losing some time. We saw him actively slowed down at the apex of the corner. And both once again cooling their tire. It's funny that we can actually see what is going on with their minds. Saying like, okay, this is where I gain time, this is where I actively attack, or this is where I cool. But you can see how hard they are fighting to keep their car on the track. We saw both Danny and Zongo sliding quite a bit through that last corner. Danchov, by the way, getting close, fighting Markov for the points for P9, side by side. Danchov gunning it around the inside. I think he got this in the bag. That was a great overtake. I didn't even see him coming. Just happened so quick, but we have Markov not willing to let go, going a bit wide. But I think this is it for Markov. Almost at the second already. And Danchov flying through, gunning it for Advir. battles I see so far going on is Wumax still looking to overtake DJ Panda, and we have Zongo still looking to overtake Danny for a podium perhaps. Oh my, we already have Danchov in the second of Adver. With the way this is going, it seems to go the way of an overtake for Danchov for P8. But we saw him losing quite a bit, but you can see the way he just entered these corners. Really going over the curbs and winning a lot of time with that. Ooh, Adver having a horrible exit. Danchov around the inside. Now, Adver now has to worry about the Aston Martin still around the inside. Danchov almost losing it. Adver still not willing to let go, sticking extremely close to Danchov. This is looking very interesting. Will he go for it? We have Danchov going wide, losing it a bit. But we have, I think, Danchov making it work. Adver still sticking extremely close, who was almost able to fight back his position. What will it be? We are right now going for a straight. Who will have the better exit? I think Danchov will keep it like this. We have Adver really cooling his tires behind. I think Danchov has this in the bag. Wumax as well, getting extremely close to the back of DJ Panda as we were looking at that battle. What will it be? Wumax weaving behind him, looking for an opportunity to pass him. But then we have DJ Panda really not showing any place to place his car. Great defending from DJ Panda. Wumax almost had it there. But right now he is losing a lot of times. Failing to take the wee-woos correctly. Oh, we have a lot more speed from Wumax. Will he be able to make it work? He is looking to go around the outside. He won't be able to do it. Sliding back in behind DJ Panda. Wumax still sticking extremely close. Jordy going into the pits. I wonder what is causing him to go into the pits. Right now he is on inters. We will have a look at what we will end up with. Wumax trying to go for kind of like a switchback maneuver. Doesn't seem like it worked because DJ Panda is just closing off that racing line. Wumax looking to go around the inside. Doesn't do it. Now around the outside, going a bit wide. Seems like DJ Panda has it. Wumax still looking to go around the outside. Still sticking behind him. Daxi right now going into the pits as well. I wonder when this overtake will happen. Or at least a good battle which will happen. Danny with a 10-second penalty by speeding into the pit lanes. But do not think this is any easy feat that we are seeing right here. The way the racing line is drying up more and the way the weather is just so dynamic when it comes to these races. It basically means that the track is constantly changing. Constantly, every lap isn't the same because things are getting drier, things are getting wetter, the tires are degrading. Everything, every lap is different. Which means these drivers have to be on top of their game to even finish the race. Let's see, we have a lot of penalties. We have Lenzi, P5 with a 3-second penalty, Lumbergumber 3-second penalty, Danny a 10-second penalty, Danchov with a horrible 9-second penalty as well. Then we have Markov with a 3-second penalty. He was basically safe from DJ Panda right now, 17 plus seconds behind because he is just actively defending himself from Wumax, who is still behind him. We have 6 more laps to go. This is very interesting so far. We have a look. We have a lot of two-stoppers starting to appear right now. And the position changes. Yeah, we have a lot of position changes. DJ Panda winning 7 positions. Zongo and right now in P2. It's 6 position. It's 6. Not 6 position change. 1, I guess. Speaking is extremely hard. Everybody's still on the inters. Very interesting to see. I think we have Danny. Look how close Danny is to Lenzi. Lumbergumber going into the pits. And Danny right now looking to overtake Lenzi. It doesn't seem like he is able to do it around this straight. He is getting extremely close. He made contact with the back of Lenzi. Both keep control of their car, stay on the track. But that was extremely close of pushing both of them off the track. Lenzi taking an extremely slow but defensive line. And Danny who just has to deal with it. But Danny now also has to deal with Danchov right behind. All we can see, cooling their tires. Making sure they stay as good as they are. But we have Danny going around the outside, looking to overtake Lenzi that way. Right now having the inside, Lenzi losing his braking spot, losing a lot of speed. Danny is gone, but now Lenzi has to worry about Danchov, who is right behind. We have a three-way battle going on right now. It is a lot closer than I thought it would be. We have Lenzi looking to take back his position. We have Danchov going wide. We had Danny going wide, and Lenzi is still sticking ahead. What a three-way battle we are seeing right here. Yeah, Danny is basically gone. We have Daxi and Harold finally swapping positions. Daxi finally overtaken. This battle has been going on for well over 20 laps, I'd say. And Danchov still looking to overtake Lancia right now. This has been going on for about a lap, this battle. Lancia really driving defensively, really closing the racing line for Danchov, who now, because of it, doesn't really have a good amount of speed, but he is gunning for it around the inside, almost making contact side by side. It seems like Danchov is able to do it. Going extremely wide, making contact and losing control of the car. He will have to give back that position. A 3-second penalty for cordon cutting. Yeah, that sucks. It was basically outside of his control. Oh, still sliding out. Losing even more time because of the... Okay, he is turning into a lawnmower. Mister, that is not where your car is supposed to go. That sucks. Losing the overtake and even a lot of time right now. Right now he has to worry about Adfear and also Markov, who are fighting behind him. There, 3-second penalty. We just saw Markov fly off, probably missing his braking point and just accepting it. Through the wee woos we go. And I think Markov is losing this battle. Adfair right now getting back within the second, since he doesn't feel as much pressure from Markov right behind him. We have Lumbergumber fighting with DJ Panda. DJ Panda still staying ahead of Lumbergumber. Oh, Lumbergumber is going for it. Going for the outside of the turn. Danchov has retired. He was at the front, but he received a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He did have quite the penalty, so maybe he just thought, okay, this ain't happening. I'm not really getting any points with this. I am done for today. Lumbergumber in the meantime still looking to overtake DJ Panda. Will it work around the straight? Doesn't seem so. DJ Panda has a lot of speed. Flying through the first corner. Flying through the second corner. We saw, I think it was Womax going extremely wide right here. We see maybe a switchback happening. It doesn't seem so. DJ Panda is showing great defense closing off that racing line. This is the only real battle we have going on right now. Everywhere else, it is pretty spread out. Lumbergumber now going around the inside. He kind of had some wheel spin, which caused him to lose the speed he needed to go for the overtake. Womax almost a second behind now, but he is staying around the same. Because we have this battle still going on in front of him. Daxi, a 1:35.9. That is a great time already. DJ Panda still sticking ahead through the wee-woos. But Lumbergumber has a lot of speed. Going around the outside right now. DJ Panda now has to worry about the car around the outside. He is making contact, forcing Lumbergumber to go a bit wide. DJ Panda staying ahead, but that was a little bit dirty racing. But so far, both cars are still on the track during this intense battle. Going across the straight, 2 more laps to go. Will it work now? It will have to work one of these laps, otherwise it will mean nothing. Because Lumbergumber has a penalty. Let's see what penalty that is. That is a 3-second penalty, which means he will end up 11th position. He cannot afford to stay behind here any longer. I don't think he's able to win 3 seconds in 2 laps if he makes the overtake right here. But it's still a position worth fighting for. Staying extremely close once again. This is not a battle that Lumbergumber wants to hold. He was at the top. He was fighting for the top 5, and he is right now stuck in P10 because he can't overtake DJ Panda, who is showing a masterclass of defensive driving, I'd say. Really looking to cool his tires, but also just find a way, find some way to get across. Lenzi, 3-second penalty. Come on, Lumbergumber. Show us who you are. Flying around the inside right now. Forcing DJ Panda for once to go around the outside. Closing up the racing line. DJ Panda going for the switchback. He doesn't seem to make it work. He is still sticking extremely close to Lumbergumber, who is right now ahead. It had to happen eventually. This battle has been going on for a while. And yeah, Lumbergumber is just gone. You can see it. He doesn't want to be here any longer. He just wants to be away, win some time, and hopefully win enough time so he can get... so the penalty is basically neglected. Doesn't mean anything. Almost at the second already. And DJ Panda is outside of the second. That shows how well DJ Panda has been defending all these laps to keep that menace called Lumbergumber behind him. Great defensive driving. Jalmer, 3-second penalty. Track limits. Doesn't really mean anything since he is in P1 with a 16-second gap. Markov getting close. DJ Panda almost already on 3 seconds. I think Lumbergumber is able to do it. Right now we are going with the last lap, which has started. Jalmer basically just in a league of his own. Way across Zongo, who is behind him. Right now entering the corners, which he just finished already. Markov looking to overtake Adfair. Right now that the final lap has started, it will have to happen now. Ooh, Adfair losing his corner a bit. Markov getting extremely close, but he also seemed to have a bad exit. So far, they are sticking around the same time as they were right now. Womax right now, once again, looking to overtake DJ Panda, which will not be an easy feat, because Lumbergumber had been struggling for many laps. He was way, way, way faster. Right now, already on 4.2 seconds, by the way. Lumbergumber, you are a menace. Alright, Jalmer has crossed the finish line. That is just insane how much time he was ahead. Zongo going through the final 2 corners. And that will be RP2. And we have Daxi right behind of Zongo, who has won quite some time compared to where he was before. That is our podium. Danny, going through the final corner. Harold right behind. That will be a position swap because Danny had 10-second penalty. Lindsay also going through the final few corners. He has Adfair, Markov coming real close together. Right behind. There we go. Lindsay losing a position due to his penalties. We have Lumbergumber as well going through the final few corners. Lumbergummer did it, winning enough time that his penalty means nothing. We'll actually have to do it now, buddy. He doesn't seem to be able to do it. Reigns, he will be our last person to go across the finish line. What a great race we've seen so far. We have had 5 DNFs. I'm gonna say it, less than I expected with how much rain there seemed to be. But this is it. This has been the race. This has been the Silverstone Grand Prix here at ERS Racing League. Once again, I'm PixelThomas. Thank you all for listening in to this commentary. This was a great race to see. We had 20 people, which we don't seem to have often. DJ Panda getting driver of the day. He has won a lot of positions. That is some good stuff. Yeah, a 20-player race we don't seem to have often. So it was a great watch to see this happen. Great race. Alright, here we have our final results. Jalmer P1, Zongo P2, Taxi P3. These have been all the racers in our lobby right here. And once again, if you ever want to participate in any of these races, just join our Discord. You can see down in the description, or you can go to our website. Then you can join our Discord. There you can apply for any of the races that you really want. The season has been going on right now, so you won't be able to really participate in this current season, but you definitely will be after. If you ever feel like commentating might be your thing, then you can also do that. Join the Discord, say that you want to commentate, and maybe I can help you further. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Next race should be on the Sunday, being costed by Druox, one of our new commentators. So look forward to that.